Barcelona going eyeball to eyeball with their rivals one more time. A day for parading of colours, a day for pride, a day for partisanship, perhaps a day for personalities who will prevail over what could potentially turn into 90 minutes of bedlam. It's time we ask that age-old question again. Who is going to come out on top this time? Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Well, this is a friendly, but a friendly only in name.
Well, exhibition match sounds like an easy-ozy game of football, Peter.
And the finish! Superb goal!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Barcelona have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what kind of reaction it will cause.
Madrid with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Tries to get it clear. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. And here's Vinicius Junior. Great chance! Oh, he's been caught napping. Yamal. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Some really good ball movement. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Camavinga.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Oh, well measured. Pass somewhat off target. De Jong. Pedri. And he's quick to snatch it back. Alexander-Arnold. Camavinga. Valverde looks to get on the end of this. Eder Militao gets a good foot in there. He's found a way through. Well, the defence proved infallible then. But Yamal! It's in! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
And the shot! Relentless! Just relentless! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Madrid have a free kick. Alexander-Arnold. Madrid finding their passes. Nicely weighted ball. Always played it in low. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And he stands tall, impenetrable. De Jong did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. That has been cut short. Rafinha. Lewandowski.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Bellingham. And it's Tchouaméni. And Alexander-Arnold. It's a really well-measured ball. And here's Pedri, chance for a shot! It's in! And they're at it again, in double quick time!
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
Barcelona are having a ball here. Lovely, and the shot! It's hit the upright. Tchouaméni, not the most convincing of passes. And it's Bellingham. Alexander-Arnold. Tchouaméni. And it's Tchouaméni. And he's forced to go back. It's Bellingham. Madrid looking to pass their way through. Rafinha. Pedri. Rafinha puts his foot on the gas. He's shifting through the gears here. Is there any support? He might not need it. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Now it's Mbappe. That's good running with the ball. This looks promising. De Jong. And the first 45 minutes are up. Who would have seen this? By any yardstick, it is pretty much ideal for them.
Barcelona really are in control here. They've done exactly what they set out to do. There's a genuine flow about their football, and some of the stuff they've played so far has been great on the eye.
Barcelona pretty much out of sight here. It really has been a one-sided game so far. And we are back on the way. Rafinha. Lovely feet. And it's De Jong. Closing in on goal. Decent chance! And he's there to get it away. Rafinha. Chance, surely! Pedri at his creative best. He set up 2 goals. Rafinha. Can he finish? Araujo. Could be danger here. Driving forward. So what can they make of this? Oh, that's fabulous. And he's had a hit. Rafinha. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here. and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Yamal receives it in a good position here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Almost an hour gone. And it's Rashford. And here's Yamal. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 9 será sustituido por el dorsal 7.
Alexander-Arnold, and across it goes. Ah, that's a fine interception. Rashford. Pinches it off him. Ambitious ball here. No luck with that dink over the top. Barcelona do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Vinicius Junior. Araujo deals with that comfortably. De Jong.
This is the time you need that pace.
That has been slung wide. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Out of play for a throw. Madrid choosing to make the first change.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
Now it's Yamal. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And here's Yamal. Caught offside that time. So there's going to be another change here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
The message is clear, none shall pass. Yamal.
Oh, really well played.
And it's Pedri. He's in a great position here. It's Rashford! Well, he caught that pure, but no end product.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Yamal is firing after that one. Mbappe. Mbappe charging forward. Mbappe! He's put his foot right through that one.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Now it's Yamal. Looking for the run. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Rashford ploughing through the middle. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not.
Rashford! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Mbappe pokes it out wide. That'll be a throw. Into the last 5 minutes. Out towards the flank. That has not gone well. And it's Pedri. That's been cut out, well played. Brahim Diaz.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Alexander-Arnold. He has found a way through. De Jong does well to stand firm and defend it. Balde. Tries to play it through. Rashford. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Ferran Torres gets flagged offside. Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
And that will be the final act. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout. So here we go, yet another page in this long rivalry that has existed between two grand teams. One that looks as though it will continue no matter what else happens, no matter what the hand of fate deals both of these parties. It has the look of a glitzy, grandiose occasion. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Well, this is a friendly, but a friendly only in name.
Well, we never really did friendly derbies, not when I was playing, Peter. But it's impossible to keep rivalries in check, completely in check. So while I'm not expecting everything to go flying at 100 miles an hour, this could get spicy.
Header comes in! He's done very well to get to that.
That'll earn him a few high fives. Probably feels he could have been better protected, though.
Valverde. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, this team has a great engine room in the shape of this guy, Tchouaméni. The Frenchman being a robust, relentless pressing machine who also excels in ball retention and recycling. I noticed he's surprisingly good at progressing play when on the ball too. Keep watching him.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he's managed to get rid. Searching pass he's played there. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Pedri. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
That's a cute ball. Comes out and deals with it. Madrid have got it back and they'll have another go. Vinicius Junior. Change of plan here, perhaps. Great defending, strong and determined. And it's made its way to him. Rashford. He is through here. It's a throw-in. Rafinha. He's in a great... Yamal! And the ball's come loose here. And he's gone direct here. Araujo gets over and intercepts. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now then, the ball's come loose. And it's De Jong. Neither side yet able to find the net. Araujo does really well to win the ball there. Yamal. Rafinha. Pass is just off target. Mbappe chasing after it. Now it's Lewandowski. It's Lewandowski! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
Barcelona really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Araujo clearly the target here.
Yeah, it's only natural if you consider what a great header of the ball he is.
And that has been knocked clear. And now they can spring out of defence. That's good play. So much time and space. Chance! Goal! Barcelona! A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
That's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
Barcelona penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Well, the roof's just about stayed on, but the crowd level has gone up a notch or 10. Barcelona really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Eder Militao. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Vinicius Junior.
Oh, really well played.
He's got away. Header! Mbappe finds himself offside. Pedri. And Rafinha. Back into the middle. And it's Pedri. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. It's a searching pass. Rafinha. Well read, nice interception. Pass somewhat off target. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised. Hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think. Something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Barcelona can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break. And If you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
Now it's Mbappe. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Pedri. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Great vision. He's through here. João Cancelo. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Rafinha. Yamal. Now that's a fine challenge. Barcelona have their third corner. He rises! He scores! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Great corner, and he did the rest.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Barcelona are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Camavinga.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Rudiger. Now Mendy. Eder Militao. Here's Tchouaméni. And it's Bellingham. Knocks it into space. Some resolute defending there. Whistle's gone, that's a foul.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona.
Now there are plenty in the middle waiting for this.
I think it looks as if they're going to try and whip this one in with pace.
And that is a routine catch.
Well, that was just asking too much of himself from there.
Pedri. Barcelona are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Brahim Diaz. Vinicius Junior. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Can he get on the end of this? And into the grateful arms of the keeper. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Decent chance!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Looking for the run. Yamal!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Pedri. Nicely aimed pass. And once more he proves rigid and robust. Oh, delightful ball. Dani Olmo. And it's Cancelo. Now it's Yamal. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. João Cancelo receives it in a good position here. Good reason for optimism here. Deftly away. Pedri. Madrid have the chance to go the other way. Oh, this looks sharp. It's a pretty loose pass. Ahead by 2 and just about into the home straight. Oh, good-looking ball. Nice sequence of passes, this. He's on it. Can he get away? That's a lovely, neat pass. Looking for a runner. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. And it's Cancelo. It's a sharp pass. No way through, so back it comes. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Good ball, good take. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. 2 minutes to be added on. Has a look and place it forward. Good running, strong and purposeful. Balde cuts it out. That's that, the end. Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory never in doubt in the mind. So hello and welcome to everybody who has joined us for the build-up to this occasion of ultimate tribalism. And as you would expect, that build-up has been remarkable. They fight here not just for the pride of their manor, but in the ultimate show of one-upmanship. Well, it looks like a big game. Rafinha! Oh, denied brilliantly!
That'll earn him a few high fives. Probably feels he could have been better protected, though.
Little doubt who they'll be aiming at here.
Well, he is someone you can count on to get his head to it, one way or another, Peter.
Madrid are looking to go forward now. Valverde. Searching pass he's played there. Good ball over the top. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, this man, João Cancelo, is going to add so much more dynamism to his side, and he's the type of player who does well in a flowing system, in a flowing team. I like it when he moves centrally and makes himself an effective outlet. He basically can become a number 10, and he can produce some delicious little dinks over the top of any opposition defence.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Real chance! Steaming on goalwards. Rudiger, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Rudiger. Still goalless at the moment. It's not an especially good pass, that. Valverde, and it's played forward. Madrid upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
Barcelona looking to pass their way through. Oh, well played. Camavinga, Mbappe.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Floated through, and he was alert to it. João Cancelo. Yamal. And it's Cancelo. João Cancelo.
Such good technique.
It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Vinicius Junior. And he decides to cross it. Mbappe is herring after that one. And that's put paid to a promising move. Now it's Yamal. And this is Lewandowski. Oh, super ball. And the shot! It's loose now, and they want to get it back. Chooses to go back. Oh, that's neat. Pedri has been caught there, it's a foul. And that's going to be a booking. Well, this looks promising in terms of... Rafinha! Brilliant from Rafinha! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. Barcelona are in front. A true beauty of a goal, so brilliantly executed.
Oh, what a hit, Peter. You just can't do anything about that. That's genius.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, he's certainly happy with that after what's been said in the build-up, you know.
Rudiger. Some front-footed pressing going on here. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Rudiger.
Barcelona can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Eder Militao. Alexander-Arnold. Just 5 minutes left until the break. Vinicius Junior is in a really good position out wide. Rafinha. Bellingham. Pass somewhat off target. Now it's Yamal. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And back to the keeper they go.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Camavinga. Looking for options for movement. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And we've reached half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game, as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Barcelona are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good. So we're just settling back into this second half.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. De Jong. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Some resolute defending there. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of... It's Lewandowski! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
It's their second corner of the game. Bellingham getting this one clear. Araujo. He's had it taken off him. He's a sharp little ball here. Koundé. Madrid are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, and certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready.
Chance, surely! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Rafinha is offering a right smile there.
So, third corner of the game. Lewandowski! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, I think it's pretty clear. The message is to get the job done, and the sooner the better.
And he's intervened well there. It's a throw-in. And it's Cancelo. Now that looks a decent ball. Now the cross. He gets big! Oh, nearly. But nearly is nothing.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Well, the manager must have thought to himself, we're just narrowly ahead, so it's best to withdraw anybody showing signs of fatigue.
Rashford. Pedri. He's in a great position here. Plays it in low. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Barcelona still have the cards to affect this game. But that has not gone well.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Alexander-Arnold carries the ball down the right. Mendy.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
He's picked his way through. Chance for a shot! They've done it! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Barcelona are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Picked out brilliantly. He has found the way through. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Brahim Diaz. Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Time for a change in personnel. Rafinha taking his leave here, having got himself on the score sheet.
Look, you can only give your all, and he's delivered in that regard, and I think the manager has probably just spotted now a little tiredness creeping in, and, you know, if that's the case, then, you know, he's doing the right thing.
Just wouldn't stay down for him.
Look, his thinking was more audacious than his attempt.
De Jong. João Cancelo. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. That's a foul, no two ways about it. And he is going into that little black book. João Cancelo. And he's had it nicked away. Played into space. Oh, he's found support out wide. Barcelona have time on their side now, as well as a two-goal lead. It is just about done. Alexander-Arnold makes the interception. Oh, it's come loose. Eder Militao with the clearance. 5 minutes left on the clock. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it.
He did well not to stray offside.
There's a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, the mindset has changed. Now they need to find all the courage they can get.
Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Now then, the ball's come loose. And he's gone looking for safety. Yamal. De Jong. Passing is crisp and sharp. And it's Cancelo. Aimed beyond the defence. Danger averted for now. And the referee brings it to a close. Barcelona pull through, sometimes by hook, sometimes by crook. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction, and hopefully the style of contest.
Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Now it's Mbappe. And here's Yamal. And now they can clear their lines. Chouameni. And here's Mbappe.
Mbappe really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, this team has a great engine room in the shape of this guy, Chouameni. The Frenchman being a robust, relentless pressing machine who also excels in ball retention.
And he's had a hit! Just off target.
Chouameni usually is so good from that range. He didn't quite connect as he can, though.
Yamal. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. That's a cute ball. It's Dembele! That is decidedly lacking.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
That's really well manoeuvred. In with the challenge. Oh, it's Dembele. Rabiot. Conte. Threads one in. Barcelona yet to have an attempt on goal. Engages and forces him off the ball. Oh no, this does not look good.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh, he's done very well to take that back. And it's Pedri. Rafinha. Rafinha! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
They're probably getting frustrated by the lack of chances, I suppose.
Rafinha. Yamal! Goal! Barcelona! Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Barcelona are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
De Jong. Distributed tidily. Back into the middle. Oh, nice one too, very nice. Yamal takes control of it and he's on the move.
Barcelona really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Played back in. João Cancelo. And it's made its way to him. Saliba gets it away. In by Cancelo.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Rabiot. Koundé cuts out the pass. Oh, easy pickings there. Kante goes on a charge down the left. No way through there. João Cancelo. And that'll be the last act of the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
I think on the whole, they've up very well and has been organised. Hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think. Something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Barcelona have made the crucial breakthrough and they're looking pretty satisfied at the break. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. That's a decent clearance. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Pedri. Rashford. Great chance! That was superb goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner. And that has been knocked clear. And it's De Jong. João Cancelo. Some really good ball movement. Looking, and he shoots! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
Mbappe really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Mbappe making good progress on the right-hand side. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I'd want the players to get on the front foot and grab another. Just try to make this one safe.
Now it's Dembele. Now it's Mbappe. João Cancelo. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. No, again there's no way through. Tries to pass it through. Floated through. And that's a simple one for the keeper.
France really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now. It's Lewandowski! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Lewandowski has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that. That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Yamal receives it in a good position here. He's having a shot! It's in! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable Thuram! It's a goal! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead, and how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
And very quickly, oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this. And he's there to retrieve it.
Barcelona surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
De Jong. And it's Pedri. And Danny Olmo. De Jong. And he's played it back. It's a good spell of possession, this. Camavinga. Mbappe. He's looking wide. Mbappe might just make this. And it's Fofana. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Valde. Rashford. And the shot! He's got a goal! And surely that clinches it! There really is no way back now! You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Barcelona have turned to their bench and we're going to have a substitution.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Barcelona could not have picked a better time to snatch a two-goal lead. Is there still time for a response?
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
It's a goal kick.
Habrá 4 minutos de descuento.
Nice looking ball. It'll be a throw-in. He's got plenty of space out wide here. And it's in! Deep, deep into injury time! And he's done it again. He's got his second. France give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish. Oh, shooting chance! And with that, the final whistle. What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly going about their business, and that has turned... Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter. It's great to be on board.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this, a capacity crowd here.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction, and hopefully the style of contest.
Things have got underway here pretty promptly. And it's Rabiot. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Nicely spread. Now it's Yamal. Oh, sweet feet. Real chance! That's a decent clearance. Balde puts a cross in. Now it's Lewandowski. Yamal. Lovely bit of skill. Yamal herring after the ball here. Yamal! Oh, it's fallen kindly here. And another try. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Pedri. Dembele. So, what can they make of this? Neatly clipped into space. He's on it. Can he get away? He's got away. And the shot! Goal! France! And France are in front. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
De Jong did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Barcelona are seeing plenty of the ball, but for now they trail. Tchouaméni did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Rafinha. And here's Rashford.
Barcelona really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
And this is Rabiot. No, that's been intercepted. Yamal. Oh, really good feet. Plays a sharp little ball here. Yamal. Pedri. Out to the right. Now it's Yamal. So much time and space here. And that has been clubbed away. And it's De Jong. Oh, that's a key interception. De Jong. Now it's Yamal. And Rafinha. Now it's Yamal. They're urging him to shoot. Oh, he's been caught napping. That is lovely. Yamal. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Deftly away. Rabiot. Now it's Mbappe. And it's Tchouaméni. And it's been given away. And it's Conte. Knocks it into space. Conte is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Barcelona finding their passes. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
And the second half gets underway.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Lewandowski. Balde. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Balde has got himself a free kick. Upamecano is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rein it in or suffer the consequences.
Goes for a shot! It's a loose ball. He's trying his best to keep it in play here. And that's really well manoeuvred. Nicely aimed pass. Is there any support? He might not need it. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Rafinha is onto this. Upamecano clears it away. No way through, so back it comes. Can he finish? Superb from Lewandowski. Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy. They are right back in business.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
Barcelona grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
And here's Ferran Torres. Now the delivery. And he's there to clear it. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to...
Yamal! Cleared away.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Can he spark a counter here? Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And he's going to have his name taken. Pass just lacking in accuracy. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Rafinha. Nice interception, well timed. And that's surely a foul. Free kick.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 3 será reemplazado por el dorsal 24.
It's just beyond his reach. Yamal. It's a promising run he's making on the right. That's an excellent interception. And he's gone direct here. And it's Cancelo. This looks promising.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Barcelona perhaps contemplating their next change here. Nicely shaped cross. It's out of play, and it is a goal kick. Oh, terrible. Can he finish? Goal! France! And they're back in front. Terrible error, duly punished.
I think the defence really need to wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting caught out like that.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Looking for the run. There's no flag. Plays it in low. And he's quick to get it clear again.
Barcelona really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Rafinha. Oh, fabulous play. Tries to play it through. Mbappe. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. That's the keeper's ball. Mbappe with an air of confidence about him, a certain swagger.
Well, you can't grumble when a player at least tries to make something happen.
That ball looks a good one. Tries to get it clear. It's anyone's ball now.
France really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
Crosses it. He's got full. He scores! We thought it was over. It's all square once more. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by...
Oh, that is asking for trouble. Mbappe! Against the crossbar. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, with nothing resting on this, Peter, I'm hoping that there'll be more impetus for the players to just enjoy the game with the pressure off, try out a few different things, and we get something open and free-flowing.
He's having a hit! And there's an early warning shot across the bow.
Well, he's hit it well enough for me. I suppose it could be a deliberate attempt to just draw that defence out.
And this is Marmouche. Cleared away. Oh, they could break here. Aimed beyond the defence. Can he finish? Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Mbappe has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
France with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And it's been taken short. Dembele crosses it in. Oh, important interception. And now a sudden chance to counter. And here's Haaland. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. He shifted it to the flank, stood up well to him there. Now it's Bernardo Silva. And it's a corner. Upamecano is there, and he can get that clear. That's a promising run he's making on the right. France have the chance to go the other way. And he's picked out the run. And it's dealt with by the outrushing keeper. Marmouche. So we're still where we started right now. Bernardo Silva. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Doku. Great vision. In with the challenge. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And it's Reinders. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Reinders cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
And here's Foden. Now it's Haaland. Now it's Foden. Haaland! And it's a goal! Terrific goal. What a super sharp finish.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter.
Mbappe! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Look, the defending wasn't too clever on that last chance. The cross had to be denied.
Bernardo Silva. Reinders. And it's Reinders. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Wrong for his opponent there. Rodri with the foul. Chouameni.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Hernandez. Camavinga. Dembele. And he welcomes it in.
Well, from experience, I can tell you he'll get a lot of stick for getting that one wrong.
Now it's Mbappe. Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. So the last big chance, perhaps, before half-time.
I think it looks as if they're going to try and whip this one in with pace.
Now it's Mbappe. Showing good feet. Mbappe on a strong run down the right. He's got tall.
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Doku.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Chouameni. And it's Rabiot. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Leading 1-0 at the break. Time for a change in personnel.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
So off we go once more. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Reinders. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Hernandez. Now Mbappe. Mbappe goes hurtling down that left-hand side. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Ball swung in. Reinders. Rodri. Now it's Haaland. Koundé. Upamecano. Oh, can he get onto this? Reinders. Played out to the left flank.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Reinders. Still just a single goal between the sides. Camavinga. Thuram. And here's Mbappe. France appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
So we've reached the hour mark. Can he spark a counter here? Well, it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And here's Foden. And it's hoisted clear. Oh, great defending, that needed doing. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Foden, who's set up one goal so far. Hernandez did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Oh, well played.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all gone a little timid.
Reinders. Nice looking ball. Now it's Thuram. Nice physical challenge. Reinders. Ambitious ball here. Gehi cuts it out. Reinders. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Maignan gets it away. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And he's heaved it away.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Pinches it off him. Camavinga with the clearance. Stones. Reinders. Marmouche. And it's Reinders. Pass is coming off in Haaland! And that would have won it.
And that reaction says it all. They had a real chance to tighten the screw there, and it's been blown.
No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Rodri. Still just that single goal, and we are nearly done. And Marmouche! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Marmouche has reacted in utter shock here. For him, the keeper has pulled off the impossible.
Substitution on the field.
It's their second corner of the game.
Doku. Number 47, Phil Foden. Number 20, Bernardo Silva. Coming on the field, number 42,
And he gets rid in a hurry.
Number 10, Ryan Cherki. Number 8,
Kovacic.
Kovacic.
It's loose, and there's a race for the ball.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Cherki. And here's Haaland. Haaland! Now, who's going to be first to this? Now it's Reinders. Very nicely done. Now then, the ball's come loose. That's that, the end. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Haaland voted man of the match, and deservedly so.